What's up, Leo? Welcome to your July 2020 general reading. This is going to be for you, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, okay? Definitely check out your other videos or the other signs because they may make a little bit more sense this month, okay? If you are new, what's up? My name is Danny. If you are returning, hello. Thank you for coming back. I want to get right into these messages. Mercury retrograde really messes with my communication personally, so I may be a little tongue-tied, I may say things a little weird, I may be a little spacey, that's just what it does, but also I get messages really quick and they can be very fleeting sometimes, so I just want to get into this. Leo. Now, there's a lot going on, right? Just in terms of like planetary aspects and stuff, we are in Mercury retrograde. Actually, there's a few planets that are retrograde. We did just have that big Capricorn full moon eclipse, which for you guys was hitting your 6th house. So when we talk about work and service, health, your routines, Virgo shit, that's you guys. And eclipse energy is about 6 months long as we maintain that. So I do want to say, no matter what's going on, I feel like there's maybe a little bit of personal issues happening. It doesn't necessarily feel like it has to be like romantic relationships. So this could even be highlighting like your friends, your relationships with your family, that type of thing. I do feel like those things are being influenced right now as well. Now we are in Cancer season, right? So that for you guys is 12th house energy, which is all about God and your ideals and dreams and all that. And we are going to be having a Cancer new moon. So there's a lot about that coming up too. Also, you have the Temperance card showing up here. So this may be a start of a new spiritual journey for a lot of you guys. This month might also, like you might find that your own personal ethos is a little bit different. Things are changing. The way you look at religion and the world and God, all that might be changing. Also, you guys might be having some really, really, really significant dreams, because 12th house does have a lot to do with dreams and illusions too. So I would definitely keep a dream journal if you don't already have one, because we can always get some really great insight out of our dreams. And a lot of times that is the way that spirit gives us the messages that we need, right? Now, bottom of the deck, you guys have 10 of Swords, which I don't like, but I'd rather have this than any other troubling sword card, right? And I say that because we know it's the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. And normally to me, whenever I see 10 of Swords, it doesn't so much feel like the pain is at its peaked. It's almost like this is a point of numb, right? To me, the most miserable energy is that 9 of Swords, which is right underneath the 10 of Swords. So I do like the progression that it seems like Leo is making, right? You go from 9 of Swords, which is being like I can't eat, I can't sleep, I'm just up, I'm having really bad sleep, I'm having really like nightmares, I've got the thing, whatever the thing is, the trouble on my brain all the time, to the point where it's like you get to the 10 of Swords and we're just turning over that new leaf, right? And whenever I see 10 of Swords too, it always makes me feel like it's taken a while for us to get to this point, right? I don't feel like 10 of Swords generally happens very quickly. I feel like it's something that kind of builds. So I always like to evaluate, like it's like if I was doing my own personal read, if I get 10 of Swords, I always evaluate, okay, what was it that I was letting happen for too long? Or what was it that I was ignoring for too long or acting like I could handle it and I'm strong enough for too long to where I got to 10 fucking swords in my back, right? Because this doesn't just happen all at once. Now, I do want to say for some of you guys, it does feel like you could be feeling a little bit betrayed by certain people right now, or feeling like a little standoffish by certain people right now. You have three fours. No, you have all 4 fours here. 4 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, 4 of Swords, and 4 of Wands. So there's a lot about foundation setting going on right now. Again, this could have to do with a lot of your work, but this could also have to do with relationships. We do have Mars now in Aries, which for you guys will affect your 9th house, which is Sagittarius energy. So it's all about philosophy, travel, that sort of thing. So I just think there's a lot of a lot shifting in terms of your ideals and your beliefs and how that plays into your life and how you show up with that, right? Now, you guys start out with the Ace of Pentacles, which I love. You've got the Nine of Cups, love, and then you got the Eight of Cups, which is very interesting. So Ace of Pentacles, we love it. It's an opportunity. It's money coming in. It's abundance coming in. It's the start of something very solid. It's the planting of the seed, right? It is the universe giving us this new beautiful start. And because it is Pentacles, we know that it has a lot to do with tangible things usually. So this could be, I do want to say, you have Ace of Pentacles here. You also have Four of Wands here. So there is this kind of, for some of you guys, it feels like this might be a month of moving. You might be moving into a new home, new space. Four of Swords. Yes. Okay. So Four of Swords. Now you've got that twice, right? Because I already said we had the Four of Swords here. This feels like this may have been, oh, I hate this, but it almost feels like for some of you Leos, you may have felt like someone screwed you over in terms of money. Four of Swords follows Three of Swords. Three of Swords is all about betrayal or lies or heartbreak or something, disappointment, right? And the Four of Swords is that mending stage that we go through to get to the next level and rise above, right? So for some of you guys, especially going back to home situations, if you had like a roommate, or some type of situation, it feels like some of you guys may have felt betrayed or screwed over in terms of money or like your living situation. I just want to say, if that is true, I feel like things are going to be coming around actually this month, really going into like probably more towards like Leo season. I think there's going to be new opportunities here, so there will be movement going forward. It could have been that someone in your space was around being very selfish, maybe not being so honest, kind of holding back. This could be a situation where you were having to give more than they were, and I do feel like there's a little bit of getting over this, but yes, love it. Justice card comes out. So there will be justice with this. If someone screwed you over with money or like your living situation, I feel like you're going to be okay. And actually you're going to be better than you think you were. King of Cups is at the bottom of the deck right now. It could have to do with a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. But really King of Cups energy is about being balanced and having an emotional maturity, right? Which I think a lot of you guys are coming into even more right now. And it could be because that these things have happened, you can kind of, you know, see where you may have played a part or contributed to this BS, right? I just feel like things are going to be leveling out the way they should though. And with that, Eight of Cups, that is walking into something new, right? This person is on a journey. This person has spent so much time building up all these cups, this emotion, this, you know, whatever it is to a certain situation, they finally are ready to go and lead to something else. Now, when we get Eight of Cups, we don't necessarily know where this person is going. They're going to be going on unmarked terrain. It's all new. So, but that seems like it's a really big deal. And I'm looking at that moon too, specifically the new moon. Again, Cancer season is emotional. It's Cancer, right? And then for you guys, with this being in your 12th house, that's really heavy energy just in terms of like your world changing. But I feel like it actually brings you blessings and brings you back to a place of happiness, right? Nine of Cups. So for some of you guys, you might have felt like you were riding high in a situation and then almost like something came, swept you up underneath your feet and, you know, maybe took something from you or that type of thing, something selfishly, yeah, took from you. But it feels like by you walking away and saving the arguments, right? Because I don't really feel like with Eight of Cups, there's much arguing here. This is someone who realizes that, you know, they've tried and just, they've got to move on. Then we've got it progressing back up to the Nine of Cups, right? So your satisfaction. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, this is a time for you guys right now, Leo, to really be focused just on you and what it is you need to do in your priorities, especially right before your birthday season. I think that's really important. Of course, naturally, I think whenever we are all approaching a birthday, it's natural for us to want to really, you know, reevaluate what's going on. And especially with this Mercury retrograde, this is allowing you to do that. So it's actually a blessing that everything that is fallen apart or is falling apart right now is doing it right before your solar return, which happy birthday for you, July. Leos, right? But so you've got the Four of Pentacles, the Strength card, and the Four of Cups. Now, Strength card is what's actually right in the center of your read, right? And whenever we do get the Strength card, we get the impression that there's something we needed strength for. Now, this also represents your energy, right? This is about taming the beast, taming the lion. This is about also nurturing yourself, and kind of pulling out more of that divine feminine energy rather than always leading with the divine masculine energy. And especially if we're talking about Cancer season, that divine feminine energy is really helpful. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I just feel really, really, really strongly that somebody was screwed over in terms of money or a living situation. You will be okay. Things will be back under control. There will be communication around it. There will be truth coming out about it. So especially if someone was screwing you over and lying about something, or you will be okay. You will be okay. Now, Four of Pentacles, which is actually in your environment. So this is someone else. This is energy of earth energy. So Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. Does not have to be, but this is someone who is holding on to things, right? So whether it's holding on to truth or holding on like to money, right? Holding it back, right? Because the thing is with Pentacles, Pentacles is all about whatever we value. This person is holding on for dear life like they won't get anything great ever coming back to them. So out of a feeling of less than or poverty of some extreme or whatever, it feels like someone may have taken from you or held back from you in fear that they could lose everything. The Lover's card, this could be a Gemini. This could have been someone you're in a relationship, someone who's holding back. And this could be totally separate of what I'm talking about, a person screwing you over. You could just, in your actual intimate relationships, also feel like your lover is holding back. Maybe you guys, ooh, Knight of Wands. What's underneath that, Lord? Five of Wands. It could be that on the extreme, maybe they are opening up their energy and entertaining other people. That's an extreme sense. But it just feels like you guys have had somebody in your space that you feel like is holding back or taking from you in some type of way, which then leads you at this Four of Cups energy of like, well, then fuck it. I don't even know if I want this. I want to play with you, right? Two of Wands. Something new. Two of Wands is planning something new. It's literally about, it could be about travel. Again, we've got that ninth house energy with the Aries, the Mars and Aries. So this could be about you guys moving. This could be about you guys traveling this next 6 months, and maybe that being very, very important to you, especially in terms of what you believe and finding yourself. You know, some people go to all these different remote places on these spiritual journeys. Maybe this is something you guys are considering at this time, because it just feels like whatever was happening and whatever you guys were working with and whatever was presented for you, it just was not it. And this could be influenced by you guys getting a good payout. Again, we do have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We got the Justice card. So some of you guys might be falling into money that really frees up your ability to travel and really take time for you and venture and figure out what it is you believe, what it is you want, all those beautiful things. So that's really, really good, because I just feel like wherever there was scarcity or you felt like someone was taking from you, that's just going to be kind of cut out. Now, got Temperance energy. We've got the Four of Swords again, and then we've got the Four of Wands. Temperance energy again, with Aries, or I'm sorry, with Mars going into Aries, tapping into your ninth house, that is Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius does represent Temperance card. So I think that whether you identify more as religious or spiritual, that could be changing. Maybe if you've always thought that you were spiritual and that maybe you like find yourself being more in a community of like actual religion. Maybe if you've been more religious, maybe now things are happening in the world, they're opening up your eyes to be a little bit more on the spiritual side. You know, there's a lot going on in terms of that right now. Queen of Wands. Also, you guys might be dealing with a fire sign person, particularly a Sagittarius, or that could be coming. right? Queen of Wands. Ooh, yeah, it looks like that. Some of you guys might be having a Sag that you're connecting to or will be connecting to coming up here. I don't know that it's necessarily here yet, but it's definitely a possibility for you single Leos. Now, the Queen of Wands energy, super charismatic, super beautiful, hostess of the mostest or hostess with the mostest, go-getter, sexual, fun, right? Four of Swords again, which I will note is sitting right underneath the Strength card. So again, this is just a really big month of kind of you guys self-mending and figuring out the next action steps and distancing yourself from someone who hurt you. And it feels like someone really screwed you over in terms of the Queen. I don't like that. Knight of Pentacles. So this is a really good time to plan for the next thing. Actually, take this time right now to wait, right? Take this time to mend, to meditate, to recruit, to get close to spirit, right? Again. And with that, Knight of Pentacles, this is the planner. This is someone who writes out the spreadsheets. This is someone who, like, you go on a trip with them. They're the one who plans all the events that you do, so you don't even have to fucking worry about it, right? But the thing is, the Knight of Pentacles energy doesn't move until it knows where it's moving to. I really do feel like some of you guys may be going off on some type of a spiritual retreat, right? Whenever we get nights, we always talk about travel. We always talk about, you know, whatever. But this, the Knight of Pentacles with the Four of Swords, totally could be that. You guys could be researching that right now. You guys could be in the middle of a move. It feels like a lot of you guys are in the middle of a move and things are slowly coming together. And maybe you've had to take the time to chill out and kind of take a break and separate yourself from this mess, from this betrayal, this overthinking. I really feel like somebody screwed some of you guys over and it's been kind of on your mind. Now, Four of Wands, closing out the read, I love because that is about the set foundation setting, right? That's 11-11 energy. You guys might be seeing a lot of 11-11s lately. That is the energy of manifestation. And for some of you guys coming together in a relationship, this could even be marriage, especially with that Ace of Pentacles and Four of Wands. Some of you guys might be finding yourself coming closer to a super commitment. We do have that Justice card as well, right? But I do feel like for a lot of you, and then I didn't even realize, look, wedding card is here too. So some of you guys, this could be about you guys really coming closer to a commitment. But I do feel like there was some type of betrayal with money. So, or could be. So I want you guys to really be mindful of that. Uh-oh, Five of Swords clarifying this. Four of Wands. What's that about? Judgment. Five of Swords energy is that, like, I don't want to fight. It's empty. We can agree to disagree. This is petty, right? So where some of you guys, that three, okay, where some of you guys may be coming together with someone, especially, I feel like this is not here quite yet. I feel like this is later down the road. Some of you guys, this has to do with actual separation and legal matters. So there could be divorce on the docket, right? We've got the Four of Wands with the Five of Swords, which is like, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to argue right anymore. And then you got the Devil card too. So this is Capricorn energy, but this is about toxic behavior or a toxic situation or something that has power over you, something that's not necessarily the best. And again, with that, going with the message, I felt like somebody was not doing you guys right when it comes to your money or your housing situation. That could all be connected to this. I was feeling at first like those were two separate stories, which they could be for some of you. Of course, this is general, so it's going to go however it's going to go. But for some of you guys, this could all be together. Like someone you guys were in a relationship with, like, totally screwed you over. And with this Justice card, though, and the Nine of Cups, I do feel like this could be like a divorce situation, and this could be you guys finally getting your settlement thing working out in your favor, that type of thing. This is going to be interesting. I'm actually really interested to see how this goes in the comments because I'm curious to know what your storyline is, but there's a lot going on. And then look, yeah, Death of something. And then you got the King of Wands here too. So some of you guys might be disconnecting from one relationship and stepping into the possibility of another, right? King of Wands and Queen of Wands coming up here. Woo! Leo, I was not expecting all that now, honey. Okay, so you got 2 cards, detox your friendships and moonlighting. Detox Your Friendship says, your abundance flow is being affected by the people with whom you're spending time. So be discerning about your associations and relationships. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, and supportive. Yeah, I swear I feel like there's somebody around you who has taken from you or is trying to figure out how to take from you. So just be mindful of that, okay, Leo? And moonlighting. You can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. I know that's right. So all you entrepreneurs, keep trucking, keep going at it because you got some blessings on the other side. And now you guys have chemistry and wedding. This situation involves marriage. So for some of you guys who are already married and maybe this is something you guys are separating from, some of you guys, I feel like later on, especially going into your season, you will be the possibility of meeting someone else who this could really lead to something special. And then you've also got chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Yeah. So I'm interested to see who this applies to. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, Leo. If you would like a personal reading, you can absolutely reach out to me at shesvibeytarot@gmail.com. Go to my About service, go to my About tab, please. You can see my menu of services and pricing and all that and figure out what it is that you want before you contact me, okay? I love you guys, and I will see you next month. Bye, Leo.